Hello again. I'm Jennifer with Watercolor Girlfriend, and we like to paint a lot of times in our sketchbook over here, and we're really just exploring different subjects and techniques, and we're spending our time having a good time painting watercolors. So today we're going to focus on a tree. So I encourage you to go outside and find a little spot, maybe on your back patio. Maybe you even have a table out there. I know it's probably, if it's chilly, maybe just look out your window. If not, hopefully you can get outside. So here's the tree we're going to paint today for you. And you'll see it a little more close up. But part of what I want to talk about today is, trying new things and exploring new ways to present your paintings, but also ways to have fun. So this one you could, just kind of take a deep breath, because it might be something you are new at that you can see the black lines in here. So that's line work that I'm using an ink pen, and I'm drawing that out first. So you'll see that that's already drawn, and then I'm just going to paint on top of that ink after it has dried. So you want to find an ink pen you like that isn't going to bleed when you put paint on top of it. So the Sharpie is one of my favorites. It dries nicely. It does have a bit of a thick spread on the ink pen. And let's see, I have one of my other favorites here. This is a Pilot. And real simply, you buy like a 5-pack of those off a supply store. Just make sure that they're, some of them say they're water resistant or waterproof. This one does not. But if you let it dry for a little bit, they tend to, hold up pretty well with a bunch of water used on top of them. So we're going to, it's a loose style of painting, which is so much fun. Oh God, you're gonna love it. And you can do these in your sketchbook, your journal, when you're sitting waiting for, things to happen. You're sitting in the car or whatever, or you're at even like a special occasion. If you bring something with you and you can paint it later, or maybe bring a little travel paint set with you, a little kit. So this opens up to a lot of fun exploration for you. And it doesn't have to just be landscapes or like urban stuff. In the future, we'll do some more stuff where it's, like your meals, which, I love to do those, because instead of just always taking a photograph of your meal, you could do a nice painting of it and have that kind of as a keepsake in your journal for what you've done in the past, and how you spent your vacations, that kind of thing. So we're going to be doing that today, and again, they're usually about 20 minutes. So if I did try to speed up the beginning, excuse me, of course you can always speed it up if you feel you want to, and then set to some music. So I hope you enjoy and inspires you to go out and paint and draw some trees for yourself. Okay, enjoy. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed watching that demo, and I just wanted to point out I really only used one brush, and that is a number 10. And if you've explored other brush sizes, that's pretty good, you know, a pretty thick size. It's I certainly work with smaller ones. Now this one usually comes with a tip on it, and I kind of prefer it with a little haircut, so I trim my tip off. And some people might think that's crazy talk, but I'm all right with it, and I really have come to love this brush. And it might seem really crazy big, but you know, it's been really nice, especially for the type of painting I did today. And this is a Princeton version. I've enjoyed it. It has a shorter handle, and they call it a round if you're looking for a new brush. And then I always like to point out that I'm painting on nothing fancy, because I find it's more important that you paint and you have access to painting than to spend all your money on supplies. So I think it's important that you paint more, and when you grab a sketchbook, this is dandy. I got this at a local large art supply store, and it's a 110 pound, so it holds up pretty decent to the watercolor. It does get a little bit wrinkly. You know, I don't care that much because I'm probably not going to show this. I'm just, you know, learning and having fun, and it's portable and it's not huge, right? It's about 5 by 7, so I can also take it with me. It's convenient. But you know, I thought I'd let you see. It can get a little bit wrinkly, but if I wanted to, I could trim those out and I could iron them, or maybe spritz them a little on the back and put it under some books to, you know, weight it down and make it a little flatter. It's all good. We'll talk about some fancier papers, which you will probably love as well, and they can get nice and thick. But for right now, we're working in our sketchbook. And I hope you learned something and were inspired. You can find me also on Instagram. And if you've liked this series that we're doing, I hope that you will subscribe and like this video. And I hope we'll see you again next time. Thanks. Bye-bye.